Imagine waking up one morning without the familiar aroma of coffee wafting through the air, no warm scent sneaking from the kitchen, and no caffeine jolt to awaken every cell in your body. At first, you might think it's just a minor detail, but the truth is that depriving your body of its daily coffee triggers a complex cascade of changes, stretching from brain chemistry to heart rhythm, from hormone balance to the subtlest nuances of mood. This journey is not merely about quitting a habit, it's a complete reprogramming of body and mind, where your system begins to reclaim its natural rhythm, free from artificial stimulation. Scientific studies show that caffeine affects adenosine receptors in the brain, suppressing sleepiness, but over time, it increases the number of these receptors, making the body more dependent on it. Between the first hour and the first month, your body starts writing a new chapter, with you as its hero and decision-maker, where withdrawal symptoms emerge as evidence of adaptation to the absence of this stimulant. From the moment you set down your last cup on the table, caffeine begins to gradually fade from your bloodstream, and your brain is released from its grip. Adenosine receptors, previously suppressed, resume their function, bringing with them a deep sense of drowsiness you haven't experienced in a while. Within 6 to 12 hours, blood vessels in your head dilate after being constricted by caffeine, explaining the sudden headache that feels like a pulsing migraine in some cases. As the hours pass, your mood begins to swing, blending anxiety, lethargy, and an intense craving for that saving sip. You may also feel slight dizziness or general fatigue as your body recalibrates levels of hormones like adrenaline and dopamine, which were constantly stimulated. This initial phase can be surprising, especially if you consumed over 400 milligrams of caffeine daily, equivalent to about 4 cups of coffee, where symptoms are more intense. On the second and third days, you hit the peak of withdrawal symptoms, where headaches reach their worst, and drowsiness and the urge to sleep, or even lie still, intensify. You might notice your focus evaporating quickly, with every task requiring double the effort, accompanied by a mental fog that slows and clouds thinking. The scientific reason is that your brain is recalibrating its chemical system after being accustomed to constant stimulation, readjusting its sensitivity to dopamine and allowing adenosine to perform its natural role, leading to a drop in energy and alertness. Some people experience flu-like symptoms, muscle aches, severe fatigue, and even mild dizziness or nausea, while the digestive system slows slightly since caffeine was a stimulant for its movement, potentially causing temporary constipation or changes in bowel habits. During this period, stress or temporary depression may rise as the release of stimulating hormones like cortisol, which caffeine boosted, decreases. Experts recommend drinking plenty of water to avoid dehydration, which worsens headaches, and taking pain relievers like ibuprofen or acetaminophen, ensuring they don't contain hidden caffeine. Light exercise can also help by boosting natural endorphin release, improving mood. By the fourth day, the clouds begin to clear gradually. Headaches subside, and the overwhelming craving for coffee loses its grip as your body adapts to the absence of caffeine. Here, your system relies on its internal rhythm to produce energy, free from the peaks and crashes caused by caffeine doses, leading to more stable energy throughout the day. Sleep becomes deeper and more cohesive, so you wake up feeling more refreshed even if you haven't slept longer, as caffeine disrupted deep REM sleep even when consumed 6 hours before bedtime. Your nervous system calms, heart rate slows, and tension eases, especially for those prone to anxiety or excessive nervousness, as stress hormone release, like adrenaline, decreases. At this stage, you may notice improved mental focus, with the mental fog from the early days lifting. To support this transition, try replacing coffee with herbal drinks like caffeine-free green tea or lemon-infused water, which hydrate the body and boost natural energy. By the start of the second week, you'll feel your energy stabilizing, and waking up in the morning no longer feels like an impossible task. Your digestive system may improve noticeably, with reduced acidity and reflux issues that caffeine can cause, especially if you consumed over 5 cups daily, increasing the risk of gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD. Your skin may become clearer and more hydrated as your body retains fluids instead of losing them through excessive urination. And caffeine's slowing of collagen production, which accelerates skin aging and wrinkles, diminishes. Even your blood pressure may drop if it was elevated, as caffeine causes temporary artery constriction. Raising pressure and quitting helps maintain healthier blood pressure, especially for those with hypertension or heart risks. You may also notice fewer bathroom trips, as caffeine acts as a diuretic and bowel stimulant, causing diarrhea or frequent bowel movements. To support this improvement, focus on a fiber-rich diet with fruits to regulate digestion naturally without stimulants. During the 3rd and 4th weeks, the adaptation cycle completes and cortisol levels normalize upon waking, making the transition from sleep to wakefulness smoother without needing an external boost. Your focus sharpens, and you may notice that even a small dose of caffeine, if you choose to return to it, has a much stronger effect, as your body has lost the tolerance built from constant use. Mood stability becomes tangible, with reduced stress and anxiety, and an increased ability to handle daily pressures without relying on stimulants, alongside improved overall mood and less temporary depression. Some may notice better dental health, with reduced staining from coffee and tea's tannins and increased saliva production, which protects against cavities. Nutrient absorption, like iron and calcium, hindered by caffeine, improves, benefiting women in menopause or those with mineral deficiencies. To sustain this progress, consider keeping a journal to track changes or using phone apps to monitor caffeine intake if you're considering moderated return. After a month, you enter the phase of long-term benefits, where deep sleep becomes the norm, not the exception, and your energy is evenly distributed throughout the day without fluctuations. Your skin is fresher and more elastic due to increased collagen production, and your teeth are less prone to staining and erosion, reducing risks of gum inflammation or cavities. Your body absorbs nutrients like iron, calcium, and zinc more efficiently, lowering risks of anemia or osteoporosis. Your urinary system functions better without excessive urination, and your heart beats with a calmer rhythm, reducing heart disease risks, especially if you previously consumed large amounts. Hormone balance, like estrogen in women, may improve, potentially lowering risks of certain cancers or hormonal disorders. Per preliminary studies, digestive health improves with less diarrhea or chronic constipation, and fewer symptoms like intestinal cramping. This journey is not just about giving up a drink, but a complete reprogramming of body and mind, where you discover your natural ability to produce energy and focus without external aid. The early days may be tough, but every side effect is proof your body is regaining control, and symptoms can be eased by gradual reduction, like cutting intake by 10% every 2 weeks. The transformation in your sleep, energy, and mental state will make you realize you haven't lost anything, but reclaimed your true self. In the end, whether you return to an occasional coffee or move forward without it, You'll have learned things about your body you didn't know, and proven that breaking any habit is possible with the courage to push through the first days. Your body is resilient and adaptable, and this journey is a chance for better health and deeper balance in your daily life.